Hey, good morning. It's Timika Chambers with Fulfill Your Divine Purpose. And one of the things if you've been listening to or watching my videos here on Fulfill Your Divine Purpose Facebook, I've been talking about a few things. Last year I ended off talking about the mindset and those barriers that often stand in the way of us living a fulfilling life, doing the work that we're here to do. And one of the things that I've been really talking about with my children and just thinking about is our bodies, and how I believe they are the vehicles for our divine message. And millions of people, 45% globally, according to a global survey, that 45% of people are trying to lose weight, that they're taking on their health and trying to get in the best shape possible. And one of the things that came to me when I was upstairs, and it never fails, showers like that, that kind of light bulb moment, is that there are two things. And often people, when we think about losing weight or we think about getting in the best health possible, it's so easy nowadays to go out for those quick fixes, where we have someone else to fix our food, where we pay, lots of money to get healthy foods. We're looking on the external. We're gearing towards the external. What is the new fat diet? What is the new fat exercise? What is everybody doing to lose weight? Versus going within and really asking ourselves two questions. I know often you hear, what's my why? What is your why for exercising? And before or losing weight or getting healthy, and before we get to the why, the thing that came to me this morning is that we have to look at our beliefs about ourselves, our beliefs about our bodies, our beliefs about why we're here, because often, and our identity, we have to look at that, because who do we think we are? Because who we think we are is how we actually take care of our bodies, whether we exercise or don't exercise, whether we put healthy food in or don't put healthy food in, whether we take the time to express our creativity through cooking. Because as you know, there are thousands and thousands, probably millions of recipes that are out there that we can use to help ourselves acquire or take in more fruits, vegetables. I'm talking about plant food. I'm not talking about a plant diet. And may I say, when I'm talking about healthy living, health and wellness, this is my framework. I am not against diets. I tried one when I was in Ohio. I was never for that because I felt like diets restricted you, right? So I remember in Ohio, I said, okay, I'm going to try this plant-based diet. And it had, your meal plan, what to eat. It had, at this time, eat this, avocados. And, I was buying avocados and I was like, okay, I'm spending money. And it got to a point I was sitting out on our deck and I was actually thinking, how long can I live this way to eat somebody else's way to take on somebody else's way of eating? How long can this last? How long, eventually I'll get tired of eating avocados like this, 2-3 times. I'll get tired of eating that. I like variety. I like freedom. And the biggest thing that is important when we're talking about eating healthy is balance, variety, and self-control. That is so key to anything that we do here on earth, is that we have to make sure that we are controlling our behaviors. So when we think back, when I said that we have to look at our identity, who do you see yourself as? Do you see your body as the vehicle for your divine purpose, as the temple for the Holy Spirit, for God's Spirit to be in you? Because if you do really believe that, then your attitude towards what you do as far as eating, drinking, and remember what I say to you, I say to myself. That's the great thing about education and talking, is that what you say, right, your words are law, it comes back to you. That's why when you say negative things to people, that comes back to you, right? So what I say to you is what I say to myself. If you believe your body is divine, that it is priceless, then you're going to treat it as such. Because it's so easy to say, well, my why is I want to be around for my children, grandchildren. I want to do it because my husband likes me in this thin dress. I want to do it because I want to fit in this outfit. I want to be healthy because I want to show I want to be fit because I want to show my abs. And, I'm going to be wearing this swimsuit, this bathing suit. And, all those things, yeah, they can be external motivators. But because of where we're at with chronic health conditions, with millions of people experiencing insomnia, with millions of people that are overweight, that have diabetes, that are at risk for pre-diabetes, experiencing stroke, hypertension, all those chronic conditions, something is not right? If we're still experiencing those conditions and the numbers are going up higher, then something is not working. That yes, we can look at external and what we can do, all this stuff that we can do, places we can eat, places we can go, gyms we can go to exercise, outside in nature, tracks that they have, but we're still having the issues of obesity, of childhood obesity, type 2 diabetes in children. We're still having these conditions, chronic preventative, that's the key word, chronic preventative conditions. We're still having those. No matter how many books we have, no matter how many people have talked or spoke on this topic, we're still having it. And I believe it's because we're often going for the quick fixes. We're often going for, how can I quickly lose this weight? Summer's going to be here. How can I quickly do that? Versus, why am I doing the habits, the behavior that I'm doing? What do I believe about myself? What do I believe about my part in the world? What do I believe about my body? And what is it? What is it here? What do I have it for? And so until you actually get to go a little deeper inside and ask yourself those questions, because stemming from our identity is how we tend to act. So if we think low about ourselves, our bodies, if we use exercise as a means of feeling better about ourselves emotionally, as, bullying, whatever it may be, you can over-exercise because you're overcompensating, and you can under-exercise because you're like, man, forget it. They're going to talk about me anyway, so I'll just do what I want to do. So when we think about health, we need to get to the identity part. We need to get to something that's going to sustain us and say, because I am this, because I am a divine spirit clothed in human form, because my body is the vehicle for my divine message here to help me achieve my life's work, my purpose here on life, I'm going to take care of it. I'm not going to be so much into how other people are eating and doing. Yes, I can take that in. I can, listen, learn about fruits and vegetables, learn about different foods that help the body, my body. But I'm also too going to listen to my body, because not everybody can do every diet. And I do believe that diets are restrictions. So not everybody can do everything that somebody else is doing. Everybody have their own genetic blueprint that I probably can't eat out of avocados, twice a day. It helps, it starts GI discomfort. I can't eat sugar-free candy because it gives me diarrhea. So we have to not only ask those questions, but when you ask those questions, you're digging deep within yourself, and you're going to start listening and learning from yourself of what it can eat, what it can do, how much sleep you actually need. Millions of people are dealing with insomnia. Guess what? Sleeping is a way for our body to compensate, for oxygen to get to the areas, the organs, for our bodies to heal itself. We have hormones, growth hormone, and all kind of things that are flowing in our bodies to help us to get up and do the work that we're here to do. But if we're not getting that quality sleep, if we're so busy work, and we're not getting that life-work balance, and then we question, why did my body just break down? Because you're overworking it. And that's what I would tell people as a diabetes educator. You know, over time, if you're constantly eating a lot of carbs, right? If you're eating, and many people say, well, I don't eat a lot. I just, in the morning I do an apple and a banana, and in the afternoon I do, you know, a salad. And then in the evening, because I didn't eat that much, I eat a lot, big plate, you know, a lot of food. And it's like you're dumping all of that food in your body at one time. And over time, that overworks your organs, including your pancreas. And they wonder what's going on. So I'm not here for a quick fix. I'm here. I want you to maximize the magnificent body that you have. You have a magnificent, awesome body, handcrafted to perfection. And yes, it requires certain nutrients, but it's our job to learn about our bodies, to find out what works and what doesn't work, and to give it what it needs. In our rest, our spiritual, mental, intellectual, and our physical activity, the work that we do, our purpose. We are here as divine spirits with divine work. And we are the masters, not only of our minds, but also our bodies. And because of that, we need to learn about it. We need to learn about it. This journey is it's a process. You know, you're not going to get it all in one journey. I'm sorry, I felt like something was on my lip. But the key thing to remember to get out of here today is I want you to dig deeper than your why. Because when that why is gone, then you stop thinking about that why. When that formal date is gone, summer is gone, it's like, well, shoot, I'm going to eat now because I got a whole nother year before next summer. But if your reason for exercise, because you think that you believe that you are divinely handcrafted, that this body is here to help you do the work that you're here to do, you're going to say, hold up. I need to make sure I keep listening to my body. I don't need to start putting all this stuff in because I can't just work it off. Whatever I put in has an effect inside. So go deeper, go inside, beyond your why. Because when that why is gone, so often is your healthy habits. But for sustainable change, you're going to get to who you are and what you're here to do. And you're going to do what you need to do to take care of your body. I'll talk to you soon. This is Timika Chambers with Fulfill Your Divine Purpose. Let's start talking about health. Spring is upon us. Summer will be here. Your life is here. You deserve to be in the best health possible to do the work that you're here to do. I'll be doing some posts too as well to kind of help you throughout this journey. But I want you to take from this sustainable health. And how do I do that? Know who you are. Because from everything that you believe that you are, they're your actions. All right? I'll talk to you soon. Take care of yourself. Make this lifetime great. And what I always say too is that because of who you are, there are people, you're going to teach people part of who you are. Your children are watching you. Other people's children are watching you. And so how are you preparing the next generation to avoid these chronic health conditions? How are you telling them, hey, start looking at your body. What are you here for? What do you think of yourself? Are we having those deep questions with our children? Because we are here to guide them as spiritual guardians, whether caregiver, foster care, we are here to guide them, right? To help them find their way through life. All right? I'll talk to you soon. Take care.